Well, you've seen him on CBS's The Early Show, Live with Regis and Kelly, and CNN's American Morning. He's served as a contributing family psychologist to Good Morning America, and now he's with us on our Full Circle Canadian couch. Dr. Kevin Leman, thank you for joining us.
Good morning. I think this ought to be a 5-day program.
You think so, do you? Well,
yep, just the ladies.
You talked about his shirt, but look at his socks.
Okay,
I'm so
stick a foot up there. I don't know if can you see the stripes?
Yeah,
you know, he's got the stripes on the bottom, the floral on top.
Actually, I usually wear pink socks with this.
Oh.
You're slipping, you know,
Yeah.
but that's okay. We like the stripes.
It's good to be with you anyway.
Yeah, we are so happy to have you. Okay, now, Dr. Leman, your book title alone is enough to raise more than just a few eyebrows. So before we get into our discussion, we wanted to see how Canadians react to your claim that you can have a new kid by Friday. So we sent our summer intern, Jacqueline Habib, to the streets of Toronto to find out what they thought.
I'll put a mask on and get my stick and gear.
Here we go. All right.
Probably, I don't think it's possible. I think it takes a lot more than a week to change a child's behavior, because you have to change your own too. So that's hard to change your own behavior in a week.
I mean, I think behaviors are ingrained in kids, and with a 3-year-old like mine, I think, you know, we work at things, and I obviously see lots of improvement over time, but a week? No.
I'd say no way. No, I don't think you could do it. No, they've got between them however many years of being themselves and us as being parents too, you know, I mean, no, it'd be hard.
Oh, right, I really believe that. Yeah, right. So you're going to undo, you know, years and years of not only your child's own programming, but your programming, your parents' programming, and their parents' programming in a couple of days. Brilliant. Why didn't I think of that?
You know, that last guy, I love that last guy. He reminds me of, there was a book review on Have a New Kid by Friday that started out, and by the way, the book is #1 on Amazon.
Oh, right.
Which means that there's 7 million books on Amazon. It's #1 for a reason.
There were a lot of
gullible people.
Yeah, a lot of gullible people, good. But, you know, the truth of the matter is, this review starts off, have a new kid by Friday. And lose 40 pounds by Wednesday. and then the guy goes on to say, but Leman delivers in spades in this delightfully practical book. And the reality is that I told the publisher, I said, you know, it doesn't really take 5 days. I mean, you could do it in 2 days. We could call this book Have a New Kid by Wednesday. Because it really takes about 48 hours, if you use the principles that are in this book, to get little Fletcher's attention, to make little Buford do a 180. It doesn't have to take forever. And what we heard in those interviews are, oh no, well, this is the way kids are. 2-year-olds misbehave, the terrible twos and all that kind of stuff. I had a kid over at our house one day. He was probably 4, and his mother was visiting my wife, and this kid comes over and he kicks me. And the mom looks at me and says, boys will be boys. You know, we give excuses and labels, and I'm just telling you, if you want to change behavior in a kid, it's really possible. You just have to do things differently.
Now, there was a letter to you that was written in your book, and she says to you, you know what, Dr. Leman, no wimps allowed in your strategy.
Oh, yeah.
And as I was reading, I mean, some of these things, and you'll be sharing about your strategy and principles, they're hard. Like, I'm sitting there going, what parent could do these kinds of things? And he's looking at me like,
Do you realize your lips are shining? You have shiny lips. I love these girl shows. Here, come on over here. Here we go. Let's do the rest of the show like this. I'm attracted to shiny lips. Oh my goodness.
doesn't have children yet.
I don't have children yet, but I learned a lot in this book.
And you're scaring her off, actually.
I know. So I'd like you to talk about your Leman strategy, because I think that's pretty amazing.
It's you know, the book is framed out on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Fun Day. And Fun Day is where you kick back and put into practice the principles that you've chosen to use and zero in on the area that you want to zero in on in terms of your kids' behavior, character issues, whatever it might be. But we start off with Monday with something really simple. And it's simply the principle of say it once, turn your back, walk away. Now, that's pretty simple stuff. On top of that, I add, just for fun, let's stop asking kids questions. Now, every parent, think about that for just a second. How difficult would it be not to ask your kids questions? Well, Dr. Leman, I disagree with you there. I think it's very important to ask your child questions like, honey, how was your day at school today? Okay, fine. How was your day at school today, honey? Fine.
Fine.
Yeah.
What'd you do in school today? Nothing.
Nothing.
Teenager, where you been? Out. What'd you do? Nothing. You want to ask questions? Go ahead. You want to see a change in behavior, and you want your kids to start talking to you about what's going on in their life, stop asking questions. And kids will come up to you and say things like, is everything okay? Life's wonderful. Walk away and watch what happens. They'll usually follow you. So I start the book off with real life, a 4-year-old who wants to stop for a treat on the way home from preschool. He's 4 years old. And 4-year-olds know every McDonald's, every Tim Hortons within sight. Okay? They love those little Timmy bits. And so he wants to stop for a treat, and Mommy says very matter-of-factly, honey, no, Mommy has to go home. I have some stuff I have to do at home. We have to go home now. He throws a major temper tantrum, okay? Now, he tops it off with, I hate you. Now, for all you grandparents that are watching us, I mean, can you imagine a 4-year-old saying to their parent, I hate you? They say it. They say it today. The question is, what do you do? Do you change his name to Isaac and try to kill him on the Queenie? Not a good idea. And what this mom does is she comes into her home when she gets home, she takes the little guy out of his car seat and goes in the house and gets busy. Now, she hasn't yelled at him, she hasn't admonished him, she hasn't said one word to him. Now, kids are creatures of habit. Every day after school, he's got chocolate chip cookies and milk waiting for him. Well, he makes a couple runs through the kitchen, not a cookie in sight. Well, what does he do? He goes and seeks out his mom. Mommy, where's our chocolate chip cookies? Very matter-of-factly, Mom says, we're not having chocolate chip cookies today, honey. She turns her back and walks away. Now, here's a critical point for every parent to think about. What does a 4-year-old do?
Cry, carry on, throw a fit.
It's one possibility. What else?
Try to raid the cupboard.
Try to go find himself a cookie.
Comes after mom, but
follows
mom.
Follows the mom. Follows the mom. Because now you've thrown him a curveball. Mommy, I don't understand. We always have chocolate chip cookies after school. Now with a little attitude, Mom says, I told you we're not having chocolate chip cookies today, young man. She turns her back again and walks away. Now he's like a quarterback on a Sunday afternoon. He's freaking out. Mommy, I just don't understand. It never happened before. And now, finally, his heart's open. His ears are finally open. Now you level the little sucker.